We're gonna tell you 5 mistakes that YouTubers make that keep them from growing on YouTube, and we're starting right now.
That's just how it is. Ain't waiting on me.
The very first mistake that a lot of YouTubers make is not communicating with confidence. A lot of creators will wait until they have a certain channel size or a certain view count, or until they develop a specific skill, until they start getting confident with what it is that they're doing. At the end of the day, a lot of creators should be looking at themselves like they've already made it. Because if you look at yourself like you've already made it on YouTube, you're going to communicate in that way, which is gonna help make you more dynamic as somebody that's presenting in the video content, and it's gonna make your viewers respond to you in a better way.
All right, next up, the thing that you want to focus on is keeping the viewer watching your video. You've heard about this all the time. I'm going to share how you can make it happen. Begin with what matters the most for the viewer. That's the content, that's the information, that's the entertainment value. That's where a channel explodes. That's where a video goes viral. Later, as you continue, you practice, you improve your skill sets, then worry about a transition, a lower third, a graphics call to action. Do that stuff later, but early on in your journey, focus on what matters to the viewer and keep them watching.
The next mistake I see so many YouTubers making is that they think their gear is somehow gonna make them successful, or they think that their gear is stopping them from succeeding on the platform, when in fact, it doesn't matter what you make your content with. What matters is the story that you're telling or the message that you're sharing with the world. The user, the people who are actually watching your content, the viewers, they don't care if you make your content with a phone or an expensive DSLR camera. They're gonna get what they came for, and it doesn't matter what you shoot it on.
The next mistake is not making content that the viewers want. So a lot of content creators really want their channel to be more about them, which is cool. Personality channels, there's nothing wrong with that, that's perfectly okay. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you're making the content that the viewers want, because they're the ones over time that are gonna keep coming back and watch your videos over and over and over again. And because of that, you gotta make sure that what you're putting out is stuff that the viewers like, because if you don't, it's gonna be really hard to get that traction, because when you publish a video, people aren't gonna come in and watch it initially, which is gonna make it difficult for YouTube to collect the data that they need in order to push it out and show it to the people that need to actually see it. And on that note, another big mistake is not experimenting within the interests of your audience. So let's say that you have a video that pops and it does really well and people are coming in and they're starting to dig what it is that you're doing. Even though you find that perfect content that works great, experiment a little bit. Experiment within the interests of your audience, because that'll keep you from burning out. That'll keep you making cool stuff and keep your channel interesting for the people that keep coming back to your channel. And sometimes you're gonna get it right, sometimes you're gonna get it wrong. It's okay, no problem at all. But the idea is to make sure that sometimes you experiment with the content that you're putting out, because if a viewer loves, a certain type of viewer loves the type of content that you're putting out, it's a really good idea to just, get your feet wet a little bit with some other type of stuff, because they might end up liking that thing that you're experimenting with a little bit more. To see a bunch of other mistakes YouTubers make, click into this playlist right here, right now. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.